No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up.
What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's the final game of Week 16 of the RFL, and this one should be a good one. Two rivals going at it here tonight in the NFC North. The number one team in that division, the Thunderbirds, go up against the team at the bottom, the Mexico City Diablos. What's good, Nicholas Roy? What's good, Cole? And those who come here for what should be a big game here in Mexico City. You remember the last time these two teams met up, it was a very close game that came down to the wire, where the Thunderbirds were just able to knock them for the victory. Thunderbirds, though, coming off their second loss of the season last week against the Monarchs, looking to bounce back. And, I mean, necessarily, they don't really care right now at the point of the rest of the season. They want to try to develop their quarterback, the young quarterback who was picked up in free agency, Kyle Bain. No, was he drafted? I'm pretty sure he was probably drafted, but can't remember already. But Bain is the quarterback they're going to decide to go with here. They're going to give LC3 and Ronnie Nickens a rest heading into the playoffs. And, man, I'll tell you what, these two teams are going to go at it. This divisional rivalry is as big as it also gets in the NFC. And yes, this is a new conference in the RFL, only the second year that they've been in the league, but that's only one more year less than, of course, every other team in the league on the AFC side. But this is a big rivalry game. Every time these two meet is a big one. So let's see what the Thunderbirds are going to do with their backup quarterback, Kyle Bain, and backup running back who was drafted, Clifton General, in the backfield. Without further ado, let's get straight to it. It's RFL game day. Well, game night. Let's get to the action. And yeah, he was drafted. Yeah, 7th round. A lot call a steal. And here goes the kickoff. Mexico City able to get this one and field it at the 7. Good return there as the Thunderbirds will get started in great field position at the 32. What's good, Coach Good? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. You too, Justin. Of course, Coach Kozera here looking to see how his team does and trotting out onto the field. Kyle Bain, 50%, 164 yards, a touchdown, and an interception is his season totals coming into this game. He'll have 2 games. I'm pretty sure they'll have him play the rest of the season to try to prove himself as a quarterback that is worth backing up LC3 whenever they need him. And so here we are, 1st and 10. Bain going to drop back to pass the very first play, and he is on the money for a first down as he finds his tight end, Rashawn Parker. What's good, Butter? YT, appreciate you coming through the live stream. Draft won't be until late in the year, about November or December sometime. Next season, and season 4 should start in January. Thanks for coming through too, Quantum Killer. And here goes Kyle Bain. Another pass, this time incomplete. So Kyle Bain already starting off with a good pass. Next pass wasn't all that effective. Tried to set the bubble screen. I don't understand why he didn't throw it, but that one goes incomplete. Here's a look at the offense of the Thunderbirds, though. Clifton General there starting in the backfield now for the Thunderbirds. I haven't seen him touch the ball yet, but we'll see once the game continues what type of effect he'll have. Shotgun here for Kyle Bain as he'll face a 2nd and 10. First carry of the day for Clifton General, the rookie, as he'll get this one across midfield to the 48. What's good, TTY? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And here's a look at the Mexico City Diablos. Extremely solid defensive group here. They got to be careful when it comes to testing them too much on any side of the ball. They just got to take what the defense gives them in these situations every time they meet. And Mexico City typically plays well defensively. We'll see what the backup quarterback can do. Can he lead this team to victory in this ball game? Kyle Bain looking to pass here on a 3rd down, and he overshoots an open receiver. He had Fadanukin open there, and he just whiffs on a pass. 4th down, Mexico City able to get the stop. And And so a missed opportunity there. And of course, you haven't played pretty much all season but one game. And it's going to be a little bit rusty coming in this one. Hopefully he warms up so we can see his full potential in a game that he'll be able to start. But here goes the punt. This one angling towards the right sideline, out of bounds at the 17. Oh, I don't have any draft board rankings yet for draft players. But we'll, of course, get to that after the season. But here's a look at the starting quarterback for Mexico City, Chum Lee. Over 2,300 passing yards, 16 touchdowns. He's a quarterback who typically likes running the football. And that's something that Mexico City kind of wants him to get out of his game. He runs sometimes too much into traffic and kills a couple of drives. But we'll see how he'll perform here. They try to hand the football off and really nowhere to go on the ground for Terrence Ward, another rookie submitted draft player getting a chance to play here. Kirkland Burnett, the only injury on the depth chart here for the Thunderbirds. That's on the defensive side of the ball at the safety position, but this team has played great on the defensive side of the ball as of late. And speaking of playing great, there goes a sack by Fells coming off the edge, and that'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Mexico City Diablos. 21 yards they're going to need here. Here's another look at this play. You can see Chum Lee dropping back, looking for somebody to get open. This looked like it was just straight man-to-man coverage with a blitz, and they did their job. Pressure got there, and Fells able to force a long 3rd down. Now, I don't stream on Twitch. I would like to, but I just don't have the time at the moment. Probably next year I'll probably look into that. Well, here we are, 3rd down and 21. Pistol formation. They'll look to throw. Chum Lee once again. And I'm just backing up crazy. Interception. And we'll see what the Thunderbirds can do. Stiff arm, still on his feet is Alex Morton-Cola. This is a big defensive play for the Thunderbirds. There's a flag on the field, so hopefully for the Diablos side of the ball, it was against the defense, and it was. Defensive pass interference on Xavier Mays. I did not see it from, of course, the camera angle, but that saves Mexico City and makes it a 1st down and 10 for Mexico City at the 42. Offset I formation, play action. Chum Lee scrambling, and he avoids the contact from rookie Jiren Gray, looking to lay a big one on him, and that'll bring up 2nd down. What's good, Lance Spurlock? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Here's a look at the Mexico City Diablos on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball. Very powerful runner, and Miles Kerrigan was definitely the highlight of the playoffs a season ago. Fortunately, they're not going to be able to make that this season with a 7-7 record. Just looking to improve to at least a 500 season. They don't want to have a losing season here. And they'll take off once again. Chum Lee outrunning the defense. Fumbles, and it's recovered by Jiren Gray, who goes out of bounds. Actually, that's Ray Woody, the defensive end. And this is the exact reason why I say they want Chum Lee to cut out the scrambling. And a lot of times, struggles handling the football. And also, it just becomes a drive killer sometimes when your quarterback's always running instead of looking for targets that could help move the ball downfield. And that's just a mistake right there, and he's going to regret. Kyle Bain trotting back out onto the field, though, for the 2nd time today. And we'll get a look at how he will do. Kyle Bain will not be that big in Madden 19. The only reason Kyle Bain is that big arm-wise and just body-wise, he was an offensive lineman I had to edit, and I just couldn't get him down to a regular size. But 1st and 10, here's a handoff, and he will be taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for Clifton General. It's the 2nd carry of the night, and only 3 yards so far. It's going to be tough for these rookies to execute against a tough defense such as Mexico City's. Shotgun here for Bain. They'll motion Clifton General over to the left side. Here goes Bain. Throw over the middle as he finds DeAndre Kane, the 2nd-year man out of Duke, as he's able to pick up a nice gain of 9 to the 41, set up 3rd and 1. So 3rd down here, they'll line up pistol formation. General in the backfield. They'll give it to him to pick it up, and he gets the job done as he gets it out past the 45. The Toronto Thunderbirds really dig their decision to let their rookies play out. They already know what they got in the LC3 and, of course, Malcolm McDaniels and Ronnie Nickens. And they just want to use their talent here towards the end since they know they've already solidified a spot into the playoffs. Good run, though, right there. Picks up 3 yards. Tackle is made there by Jacoby Haskins. And they'll run the football again, spinning off a tackle there. Malcolm McDaniels checking into the game. 4 yards on the run. So a nice 4-yard run sets up now 3rd and 3 as this Mexico City defense looks to try to halt this offense once again. They'll hand this one up the middle, and that's going to be clipped in general with a first down as he gets it to the 40. Nice methodical drive here, but Clifton General exiting the game after that play, injured, and so Malcolm McDaniels going to check back in the backfield, and they'll hand him the football as he will be wrapped up and dropped down at the 36. About a 4-yard gain on the run. 2nd down and 6 here for Toronto. Malcolm McDaniels, hasn't been a starter for the Toronto Thunderbirds since he came in at the same time as a rookie submitted draft player with Ronnie Nickens. But I'll have to say, very explosive running back. Here goes a shot downfield for Bain, and this one overthrown, incomplete. Tried to go in the area of rookie wide receiver T.J. Reynolds. He is the team's leading receiver, and just couldn't hook up there. Too far, too much strength on the pass. What's good, Clifton? And what's good, Tori Armstrong? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And here they are, 3rd and 6. Bain throwing while on the move. And he's got a first down as he's able to connect with Malcolm McDaniels. Bain 3 of 6, 36 yards passing. And McDaniels able to scamper up 11 yards on that play before being taken down by DeMarcus Landau. It's looking like a good drive here for the rookie. Making some good plays. I formation. McDaniels still in the backfield. I formation, as I said, runs the football to the right, and he'll be taken down at the 24 for just a gain of 2. And once again in on that tackle. And as I said, it's tough to move the ball on Mexico City, but Thunderbirds moving inch by inch down the field. Pistol formation here with a 2nd and 8. There they go with a handoff once again, and it's Ronnie Nickens checking in. And on his first carry, he is stuffed by this Mexico City defense at the 24-yard line. No gain on the play. What's good, King Phantom? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. It's 3rd down and 8 here for Toronto. Kyle Bain, they'll be looking to rely on his arm to pick up this first down. Can he get it, though? Runs into the pressure as he is sacked immediately by Floyd. Probably wasn't anything he could have done in that situation anyway. I mean, looks like Floyd came in completely unblocked, and he was going to get there in a matter of seconds regardless of if he had just sat still or tried to move away, and that's going to result in a big 4th down here for the defense. And so they get the stop. They'll hold them to a field goal attempt. This one going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. Straight down the middle. Thunderbirds take the other lead here, 3-0. Definitely some good run defense. You're always going to get that from this Mexico City defensive front. Very solid defensive front 7 that they have. And there goes a return as they'll get this one to the 25. Columbus, well, now the Marshals will still be leading the NFC South. And here's a look at the NFC playoff picture. You can see the Marshals there clinching a spot. And those are all the teams in the hunt. Wild card spot right there for the Explorers. And it looks like, to be honest, they might be able to hold that regardless of if they lose the game against the Marshals. I think both teams will be able to clinch a spot in the playoffs. But back to the game, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff, and he's tripped up. He had a lot of space to work with, but Myles Kerrigan clashing ankles with somebody, and he falls down. Last week, very effective. 19 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. Second and 3, pistol formation here for Mexico City. And there goes Chum Lee looking to throw, and a great play on the football as that one falls incomplete. Tried to give it out to Jamoria Goff, and he just couldn't hang on. Took some big contact afterwards. Here's a look at the Thunderbirds defense. They have been a group that just continues to improve as the season goes on, led by their anchor and captain at the middle linebacker spot, Wayne Norman. Already leads the polls, has been leading the poll pretty much all season for the same awards that he won last year for Defensive Player of the Year and Linebacker of the Year. Offset I formation here for the Mexico City Diablos. They'll run the football, and Kerrigan breaking tackles. That's what he does best, and outruns the defender and gets it all the way across midfield to the 40. And that's what you're going to get out of Myles Kerrigan, man. A beast of a runner, a power runner that can just simply break tackles as if they aren't nothing. And he breaks multiple tackles. Look at this. First missed tackle there by the rookie Rocca, and then breaks the tackle of Ben Meacham, their best defensive lineman overall-wise, and he goes all the way for a first down to the 40. Great run by Kerrigan. They'll give it right back to him. Great blocking by the offensive line up front, and he will scoop up another first down as he'll pick up about 10, maybe 11 on that carry. And it's 1st and 10 at the 29. First down and 10, 5 wide empty set, quick throw, wide open, and he will be knocked down by his shoelaces from behind by Victor Rocca. Big completion there to the tight end Hagan. Chum Lee, like I said, he's a good quarterback. You know, he led this team to the playoffs a season ago. Wouldn't quite say that he did that, but he's got to be more efficient if he wants to keep his starting role at the quarterback position. I mean, there's a lot of times, like I said, where he looks really good, but then there's those games where he just tries to do too much himself, and it doesn't work out for the team and results in losses. But right there, great throw for the first down. And on the first and goal play, not going anywhere as he'll be dropped down behind the line of scrimmage. That's Terrence Ward on the carry. Second and goal at the 9-yard line. They'll come out I formation. Still sticking with the ground game. Here goes Myles Kerrigan, taking the defense on a little bit of a ride up to the 5-yard line, and that should take us to the end of the first quarter. And it does. Clock hits 0, and we are about to head into the second after a pretty big defensive half that we had there. Only a 3-0 ball game here with the Thunderbirds on top, but the Mexico City Diablos looking to try to cut the lead, well, take the lead if they can score a touchdown. We'll find out. And so we're back here in Mexico City where the Diablos have the football and an opportunity to take the lead here for the first time today. Ball at the 5-yard line facing a 3rd and 5. Under center, Chum Lee with a bunch formation to the left side. Lee looking to pass. Got good protection. Throws a wild one. And that's typically what you get from Chum Lee. Just a wild thrower when it comes to him getting pressured. And as the pressure started to get there to him, throws it away to avoid the sack. And that is going to bring up 4th down and goal. And so they'll have to punt this one, or kick this field goal to see if they can tie this one up. Should be an easy chip shot. And a 22-yard field goal attempt is good, and that will tie us up at 3 apiece between these two NFC North rivals. That was a good drive there by Mexico City. A couple of big plays by the offense. But you would like for the drive to be finished, I'm sure, as a head coach in Mexico City. At least we know they're not out of it, not going to get shut out. Here goes a return from the 2-yard line. That's Fadanikin getting this one to the 25. And we'll get a look at this Thunderbirds offense once again with Kyle Bain leading the charge. What's good, Coach Chiz? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And what's good, Alex? Thanks for coming through. Coach Dar right there. A couple of coaches in the building. Big-time game here. I wouldn't quite say anything hangs in the balance, though. It's just a regular game since we already know the Thunderbirds are going to be in the playoffs, and Mexico City Diablos aren't going to be able to change their fate. But a pretty good rivalry between these two NFC North powerhouses. Well, not powerhouses. Diablos 7-7 this year, but still two really good, solid teams going at it in a big rivalry game. A 9-yard gain there on the running back screen as he got it out there to Malcolm McDaniels, usually their guy that they give these type of plays out to. And he comes up big with a nice gain. And so it's 2nd down and 1 here for the Toronto Thunderbirds. They're coming out I formation after a good 9-yard gain the previous play. Play action. Kyle Bain, a lot of time. He's going to try to take off for a scramble, and it will be brought down by Orr at the 40-yard line after a gain of 6 yards to move the chains for a first down. It's actually Antoine Cockrell who made the tackle there on Kyle Bain, but still a good scramble there by the rookie quarterback. Now, I know Coach Kozera is just looking for big-time play, a big-time drive to see what his rookie's late-round draft pick brings to the table as a backup. So far, he's done a pretty okay job. 1st and 10, Kyle Bain looking, throws, big catch made there after taking a big hit. It's going to be wide receiver DeAndre Cahan on the slant, getting 5 yards to set up 2nd and 5. What's good, Super? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. They'll come out I formation here. Play action. Kyle Bain looking to throw, shoots one deep down the field, shows off the cannon, but doesn't show off the accuracy there on that play. That would have been a tough pass to complete anyway. Nice help over the top by the safety. That one falls incomplete as they try to take the shot play. Kyle Bain looking to throw, scrambling, and he has got the first down with a nice stiff arm delivery to get some extra yards. 1st and 10 now at the 47. And Kyle Bain off to a pretty good start here. Made some good throws, showing off his ability to run as well, which he possesses. Tremendous speed, but he rarely runs because he's just one of those quarterbacks who prefers to throw the football first. Under center here, Kyle Bain, as he'll hand it off. Malcolm McDaniels still starting here in the backfield now due to the injury of Clifton General, who they wanted to start here tonight to try to see what he brings to the table. And he was doing pretty okay until the injury happened. Hopefully he'll be able to return, as they're just switching all types of running backs in the backfield. Ronnie Nickens checking in. And he'll spin and break the first contact and get this one to the 43. It's his 2nd carry, just 2 yards, as those 2 yards picked up there on that play. Big 3rd down here for the Thunderbirds offense. Let's see how Bain will carry this out here, as he'll most likely rely on his arm to try to pick up this first down. And there he goes with protection. Down, he's going to go for a sack. Spoke too soon as DeMarcus Landau comes through. And that'll bring up 4th down. Mexico City with 2 sacks so far here on the night. Another look at this play. Bain dropping back, looking for someone to get open. Looked like he had a good pocket, but quickly Landon able to shed a tackle. Shed a block, excuse me, and put with a big sack there. Kyle Bain looked like he had a couple of receivers, though, wide open across the middle of the field. Guess he didn't see him. Down he went for a sack. Big play by this Mexico City defense. And so the Thunderbirds looking to uncork a good punt here. This one goes out of bounds just north of the 20-yard line at the 23. And the offense of the Diablos will come back out onto the field. Miles Kerrigan already today, only 4 carries, but he's got 51 yards. If anything, the Mexico City Diablos just want to make sure that they don't have themselves a losing season. So a win here will guarantee that they will at least be 500, and it will prove to be a solid victory to end the season as well. Here goes a throw while on the move. Terrible throw by Chum Lee. And the Thunderbirds will take over at the 40. Jaquelin Gray with the interception. And these are the risky throws you get with Chum Lee. A lot of guys speculating, of course, that Mexico City might be going towards a quarterback in the draft due to the inconsistencies of Chum Lee. For one, he has injury problems. Also, I mean, when he gets in, sometimes he's good, and then sometimes he plays like this. Just throws the football in wild ways. That was just severely underthrown. Should have set his feet or something, and it ends up in an interception. First and 10 here for the Toronto Thunderbirds. Kyle Bain in good field position. See if he can take advantage as he'll drop back looking to pass. Extending time, trying to scramble. Breaks the first tackle. Tries to hit a juke. Not going to work on Landon, but nice gain of 5 on the QB scramble. Their backup is a rookie, too, that they pick up in free agency, so they could probably give him a shot at leading this offense. But I believe they had earlier in the season when Chum Lee got injured, and he really didn't deliver all that well. But there goes a draw play, not for too much, just a yard on the play. And this is a big third down here that Mexico City prides themselves on. Great defense. And there they go, I formation as Kyle Bain going to drop back looking to pass, scrambles, and he's got the first down. Getting this one inside the 25. He's got 30 yards on 4 carries, so he's doing a pretty good job scrambling. Another look at this play here. And Bain, as Coach Kozera said, he wants him to start using his ability to scramble. Not a lot of coaches going to talk like that about their players at the quarterback position, but, I mean, he really feels and takes pride in his quarterbacks who can scramble and make plays such as LC3 and Kyle Bain. And if he can run the football with the speed that he possesses when no receivers are open, that's just about as equivalent as LC3. So, I mean, just as if you got 2 of them. But there's going to be an obvious face mask penalty by the defense. That's going to be on defensive end JT Mayer, which will move the Thunderbirds even closer, setting up a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. So the Thunderbirds starting at the 40-yard line, taking advantage of their good field position. Can they punch it in, though? Bain in the gun in the backfield with him, Malcolm McDaniels. Play action. Setting up the wide receiver, bubble screen, and it's in for a touchdown. But there's a flag on the field. We'll have to see what they'll call. And it's never good when you get that camera shot on the offensive lineman. Usually results in holding, which is what we get here. It's Moody, left guard, caught too much jersey in his hands, and so that's going to nullify the touchdown and make it a 1st and goal at the 19. And getting some yards back right there. Kyle Bain with the hard count to move his offense up at least 5 yards. So the encroachment by the defense. JT Mayer, once again, had the face mask penalty earlier. And there he is jumping off sides. Too antsy on the play. Yeah, Miles Kerrigan sure did, General. A great running back in the playoffs. They'll run the football, and Malcolm McDaniels bottled up, dropped down at the 14-yard line. No gain. It's crazy. After all those plays, that was only first down for the Toronto Thunderbirds. Now it's second and goal at the 14. They'll run with McDaniels again, and he'll get about 2 on the carry. Always tough to run against this Diablos defense. And that time just 2 yards. Long third and goal here for Kyle Bain in the offense. They'll come out, and it looks like a running formation, but they'll look to pass. Bain lets one fly to the end zone for a touchdown, as he has his first passing touchdown on the night. Second on the year, as he connects with tight end Rashawn Parker. And what an asset Rashawn Parker has been this season for the Toronto Thunderbirds. This is his first year in the RFL. Not a rookie, just a player who came up in free agency that was picked up and signed before Coach Kozera was head coach, and ends up being a star tight end who took over for Tremont Scrine, who was a great tight end also for the Toronto Thunderbirds. And there he is coming in the end zone for a touchdown. Toronto takes the lead now 10-3. The return gets out to the 31-yard line, as Mayer is the one returning it. 24 yards on the return, and we'll get a look at this offense once again. Terrence Ward, 2 carries, -3 yards. So this Thunderbirds defense doing a great job against the run, great job against the pass. Got themselves an interception, but you got to really fault that on the quarterback, Chum Lee. He's been making some outrageous plays, just throwing the ball wildly. A fumble as well, so he's turned the ball over twice, and here he is scrambling, not hitting the deck, as he hits the ground at the 40 at the 9-yard scramble. Five wide, empty set here for Chumley in the offense, as he'll obviously look to pass and throws a wild one on the move. Once again, there's no point of even moving in the pocket towards the pressure. He can just sit still and look for someone open. Instead, he's trying to move around in the pocket. He's antsy. Just doesn't seem like he's confident behind his offensive line, who really aren't doing too bad of a job blocking up front. He's just really hurting them even more, making their job much harder by not sitting in the pocket where they're protecting. Here goes a nice catch on the sideline, though, for a first down. Finds Hagan there on the play for his second reception. And that's enough to move the chains, as Jordan Kramer, the linebacker, was in coverage. Great separation there by the tight end Hagan. We talk about Chumley, and I mean, this is his second year, showing still his inconsistencies at the quarterback position. Second year man out of Oklahoma, a submitted draft player a season ago. And he is just looking to, just develop a little bit more. He's still a young quarterback, of course. In my opinion, if he starts next season, that's a guy that'll probably give one more year to try to better himself and get this team going. I mean, they did go to the playoffs, but like I said, really can't give all the credit to him on how they performed. The offense had a good passing game, and it was just back and forth with the quarterbacks. And the receivers were just making plays. And that's pretty much how last season went. We came up with some big wins. And this season, a massive dip-off. 3rd and 10 after no gain on the carry. And here goes Chum Lee looking to pass. Finally setting his feet with a good completion over the middle to Jamoria Goff for a first down. 3 of 7 for 41 yards is Chum Lee throwing the football right now. But there goes a big first down completion to move the chains for him. Alex Morincola Getting off his guy, making that tackle. Best covered guy right there on the defensive side of the ball for Toronto. Double tight formation as they'll run the football here with Kerrigan. He tries to push the Powell as he won't push it much. Just 2 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 8 as they'll have it at the 38. And with that, we've reached the 2-minute warning already. This game kind of moving fast. Just as expected, a tight and low-scoring rivalry game here between the Thunderbirds and the Diablos. Probably would have been different with LC3 and Ronnie Nickens starting here in this ball game, but still, it's been some solid play between these two teams defensively, as it's always been. Still a game that the Mexico City Diablos are not out of. As they'll look to pass here, Chum Lee throwing across the middle as he'll be able to connect with his wide receiver, Golf. A nice gain of 4. Now it's set up now 3rd and 3 for the Diablos. Victor Rocca, the rookie, in coverage there. And he had good coverage. Just had him beat there by speed just a little bit. Made the tackle immediately after the catch. And now it's 3rd down and 3 here for Mexico City. Let's see if they can complete this one as they'll come out 5 wide, empty set. And here goes Chum Lee dropping back, looking to pass. Pressure just gets there immediately. There's really nothing he could do in that situation. Ray Woody comes up with the sack. And, man, I can give you stories all day about the Thunderbirds and their defensive line on how much they invested on trying to get them better. Coach Kozera going in free agency, finding these gems, so to speak, that have really balled out this season. Ray Woody, a big-time contributor on the defensive line, along with defensive tackle Marquise Holmes. And, I mean, he's done a lot, and that's a big reason on why the Thunderbirds have had so much success this year. But here goes the punt. This one angling out of bounds towards the right side, and will go out at the 7. Good punt right there for Mexico City to help out their defense. And Cal Bain, the offense, with less than 2 minutes to go here in this first half, just looking to drive down the field as best they can, probably take advantage. But, I mean, back at their own 7-yard line, if I'm the Thunderbirds, I'm probably just going to run this clock out and go into the half while I'm up. Drop back, though, with Cal Bain moving around, throws while on the move. Nice sideline catch there by Tremont Scrine, the tight end, for a gain of 3 yards. They have themselves a solid tight end core with Scrine, and, of course, Rashawn Parker. They'll come out same formation here. Will they run it this time or elect to pass it again? They will pass it again. And he'll throw this one while on the move, and that one incomplete. I'll have to say, from my time watching Cal Bain getting the opportunity to throw the football this season for the Thunderbirds, one thing he probably should work on a lot more is just his accuracy. And I believe once he gets that done and gets better at reading defenses and making throws, I think he'll be a solid quarterback for the future of this franchise. Of course, LC3 is a young guy too, so I mean, he could be a potential big trade probably later on if LC3 continues to keep his run, or just a solid backup running back. But I'm pretty sure at some point he's definitely going to be looking for probably more than just being a backup quarterback. But right now, he'll have to suffice with where he is at, because he definitely still needs to develop. Here goes the punt. This one's going to be fielded at the 36. A good return as he gets it to the 48. So 3 timeouts, 25 seconds here for the Mexico City Diablos. Let's see if they can try to go down the field. And Awesome Crocodile asks who was injured. Hopefully it's not Kyle Bain. It did come up after the play, after the fact, but we'll have to find out. 1st and 10 here for the Mexico City Diablos. And he'll look to throw. Great catch there as he's able to pick up the 1st down. No, not the 1st down. He gets 8 yards. Thought he rolled his way, at least towards it. Nice gain, sets up now 2nd down and 2. Shotgun here for Chun Lee, who takes off, getting chased down from behind. Doesn't slide, takes a monster hit from Jordan Kramer. Good thing he was able to hang on to that one. First down and 10. Here goes Chun Lee looking to pass, throws off his back foot, but he does complete that one out to his running back. It's Kerrigan running out of bounds with 11 seconds left on the clock and 1 timeout. Ball at the 31-yard line. At least getting some points will help boost some momentum here into the locker room for Mexico City. He was just wide open there into the flats. Just a quick throw, dish out for some good yards. Stopped the clock with going out of bounds. 11 seconds. The ball at the 31. I would assume that from this distance they are in field goal range. And a good hard count. It's going to give them an automatic first down. I think that was a Nadalu, the defensive end. He was caught moving too early. It's actually, no, the defensive tackle, Marquise Holmes. And that'll be 5 yards and an automatic first down with 11 seconds still on the clock. Ball at the 26-yard line now. So the Mexico City Diablos with a chance to cut into this lead. 1 timeout remaining. Chun Lee with a throw and a first down as he's able to connect with Mayer. And so with that first down, makes this field goal attempt much more easier here for the kicker. And this kick should put just a few seconds left to go in this ball game and cut this lead down, as it is good straight down the middle. Score now 10-6. Good kick there. And just as expected, still long ways to go. Nobody has a definite for sure already on who's going to win this game. Here goes the kickoff. And he'll take this one out of the end zone from about a yard out. Fadanukin gets this one out to about the 25, but that's going to be the end of the first half. Defensive one. Score here 10-6. And the Mexico City Diablos here at home are trailing. Toronto Thunderbirds giving their tryout to their rookies. Clifton General already went down with an injury. Hopefully he'll be able to return. If not, and it's going to be the Malcolm McDaniel show. And also for the quarterback position, there's an injury timeout that came up. Not sure if that means Kyle Bain is also out. And that would suck, being the, of course, for Coach Kozera. With 2 guys who are trying to give an opportunity to show their worth here in the final 2 games of the season. If they get hurt here in just the first half and can't play the rest, I mean, that'll suck. But that's going to be the end of that first half here. Here's a look at the highlights, of course. The Toronto Thunderbirds doing a pretty good job. It's just a pretty balanced game. A good defensive game that we're seeing here. A game that is expected, of course, from these 2 teams. Usually not too high scoring. A game that always comes down to the wire, and that's what we're seeing here. And not really much to talk about, as we still get to look at the highlights. Who do you guys think is going to come out on top of this one? Do you guys think that Kyle Bain is injured? We'll have to find out, as we'll have to wait for the defense to get off the field after this kickoff fielded at the 4-yard line. Will be returned past the 30 to the 33, so a good return right there. I believe, is that Clifton General on the return? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. He's on the Thunderbirds. Mixing up the players there. I think that's Terrence Ward. Yeah, it's Terrence Ward. And so first down and 10 here at the 33-yard line for the Mexico City Diablos. It was a tight first half. Not a lot of scoring at all. And here goes a handoff to Miles Kerrigan. Knocked down at the 37. What's good, Brandon? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. 5-yard gain on the carry by Kerrigan. He's been very effective running the football. Don't know why they don't give him the ball some more. And they try to here, and he takes a big shot by Wayne Norman at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 3rd and 5. And here goes a pass. Chum Lee with an open receiver as he will roll his way to the first down marker. So that'll be 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line after the completion. There's a nice catch right there by Allen Rumpf. Great himself. A lot of people like to call the China route or the Yazoo. Nice little quick out and in motion as he was able to adjust himself well, make the catch, and move the chains. It was good, Implex. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And thanks for the comment as well. Hope to see you in more streams. Live streams usually get lit, man. It was good, Butter YT. I think I've seen you already, but thanks for coming through. Everybody to check out this final game of Week 17, live stream-wise. Week 16, live stream-wise, of the RFL. Just one more week after this game, guys. And it's going to be RFL game time. Well, to be honest, I got to let you guys know, there might have to be a week extra delay because there's still no definition on what teams will make the playoffs. So I can't create teams yet until I know what team is going to be in the playoffs. And look at this, a nasty stiff arm by the rookie, Terrence Ward. And they'll set up a 3rd and 1 here for the offense. Jaquelin Gray on the tackle. There's another look at this run by the rookie. Fells tried to come through to tackle him, and it didn't work out well. That was a nasty stiff arm to put him to the ground. It was actually Barnes who hit the turf there. Gray to wrap him up, and it's 3rd down and 1 here for Mexico City. Terrence Ward got 2 fumbles on the season, you can see there as an attribute, and they'll go his way here to try to convert and pick up the first down, but I don't think he's got it. That's actually Miles Kerrigan who comes up inches short. So a good play there by the defense. Jordan Kramer with the initial contact. And here's another look at this play. Actually, it looks like that was a Nautilus, and then Kramer was able to spin him around and drop him before he could pick up that first. Great play there by the defense. And Mexico City going to be punting this one away, but be careful. Already across midfield, inches away. They could fake this one. And they won't do such. They'll just punt this one away. Play it smart. Goes out of bounds, though, at the 28. Not a good punt. As the offense will come back out onto the field here for the first time today. And Kyle Bain is showing them trotting out to the field. But you already know sometimes Madden still shows guys coming out onto the field even though they're injured. And we'll see. And Kyle Bain is, in fact, not injured. So he's in here. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. A handoff, Malcolm McDaniels still in the ball game as Clifton General has yet to check back in. Probably a serious injury, and I don't believe he might be able to check back in. And hopefully it's just something that will sideline him for the rest of this game and not next. If so, and it's a missed opportunity, an unfortunate turn of events there. But 2nd and 10, Kyle Bain looking to pass, scrambles, and he's got the first down. Now, I'll have to say, this has been a year of the scrambling quarterbacks in the RFL. Scrambling quarterbacks have been very effective the past 3 seasons in the RFL, but in Season 4 for sure, and in the playoffs, if you're a scrambling quarterback, you're not going to see as many scrambles from the quarterback because of better AI from the CPU in Madden 19. And so you're not going to see quarterbacks really rushing for as high as totals as we've seen here. But this season, but still scrambling quarterbacks, they still make some plays with their feet. But right there, trying to run the football, Malcolm McDaniels knocked down behind the line of scrimmage by Dre Dawkins. A loss of a yard sets up now 2nd and 11. And the Toronto Thunderbirds, they're struggling running the football right now. No matter who's getting the football, this Mexico City defense, they've been doing this all season, shutting down running attacks, and they just have no answer on how to move against them. But still up by 4 is Toronto. He'll look to throw here, and he'll throw across his body, which is never good, and that one is dropped incomplete. to Fatanuka. A little bit of a dodged bullet there as well. Because you cannot make those throws in this league. Typically, almost every time you see a quarterback make that decision to throw the football across his body to the other side, it gets picked off or just results in some type of disaster. And just gets lucky that that wasn't picked off or going the other way for 6. Third down and 11. There goes Bain looking to throw. Tries to scramble, and down he will go after picking up just 2 yards. Got a good average running, but not going to be able to scramble for too much against this Mexico City defense. They're good defensive front 7. Goes down. They'll have to punt it away. What's good, Julian? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Diablos just looking to try to even the score with a victory here to counteract the loss that they had last time these two met, which came down to a close game. And there goes the punt. This one making its way in the end zone for a touchback. And so the Mexico City offense coming back out onto the field. Myles Kerrigan's been very effective. 7 carries, 53 yards in the first half. But in the second half, they've done a pretty good job of bottling them up. 4 carries for just 4 yards. And to be honest, I believe that Mexico City might have to go his way a little bit more running the football. And that seems to be quite the only thing working for them. Play action. And it's a wide receiver screen to Mayer, weaving his way down the left sideline for a big play and a first down. Gets this one all the way to the 40. Defense wasn't ready for that. It was great blocks by everyone on that wide receiver screen. And Mayer just showing off the speed as he was able to take off down that left sideline before being taken down by Xavier Mays. So the wide receiver screen pays off there for Mexico City. Puts them over 200 yards of total offense so far. First and 10 at the 40-yard line after the completion. And here goes Chum Lee. Great catch. It was a high ball, but Hagan able to climb the ladder and come down with that catch. A 9-yard gain to set up a 2nd and 1. Pistol formation here for the Diablos. And Chum Lee tries to take off and will be taken down for a sack. The second time Ray Woody has been able to get to him tonight. That's the 3rd total sack for this Thunderbirds defense. There's a look at Chum Lee trying to take off. I don't know why he didn't just cut up the field. That's one thing I really just despise watching in Madden. It's just the unawareness of where the space is to run the football and just make plays. I mean, that's just weird. Sometimes you get that in Madden 19, but at least it's a lot better than what you've seen in Madden 18. 3rd and 1, though. We're going to give this one off. They will not run the football. They'll try to pass for it, and he can't hang on. Incompletion brings up now 4th down. And then why not run the football with the tank? I mean, Myles Kerrigan has been killing it on the ground. And they just really aren't giving him his touches here in the second half. Here goes a field goal attempt. This one's going to be from 48 yards out. And he does not have the leg. Empty possession here for Mexico City. And I don't know if it's a win condition or what, but that's a field goal attempt. It should be makeable for many or most in the league, and just didn't have the leg for it. And so the offense going to trot back out onto the field. Kyle Bain is doing pretty good. And let's see if he can march this offense down the field here this time for a score, which they haven't got since the first half. It was good, Jason. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Here goes a handoff. And that's going to be Malcolm McDaniels knocked down at the 41-yard line after a gain of 3 yards. Some tough running there as he'll be brought down by defensive end J.T. Mayer. It's now 3rd down and 7 after a 3-yard gain. Shotgun. Oh no, he's coming up to the line of scrimmage. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Both receivers out wide to the left side. Bain looking to pass. And he will elect to scramble instead as he'll pick up the 1st down. There was absolutely no one there on that right side. Nothing but green grass for Bain to be able to take off and pick up that 1st down. And, I mean, he's got guys open. Kyle Bain probably emphasizing a little bit too much on the scrambling. But I'm pretty sure, even though Coach Kozera has said we'd like to see him scramble, because before he wouldn't even take off with the speed that he possessed, but he would also like to see his ability to throw the football and make good throws as well. And right now, he struggled a little bit with accuracy. And there goes Malcolm McDaniels breaking the 1st tackle, but will be immediately brought down by DeMarcus Landault at the 44. Nice gain, though, of 5 yards. Definitely been a low-scoring affair here. Something we haven't seen in quite some time these past couple of weeks. 2nd and 5. He'll drop back looking to pass. Kyle Bain will just take off. And once again, the unawareness of the QBAI on scrambling is just kills the game sometimes. But he scrambles, and he gets himself not, I don't believe he got past the 1st down marker. He might have actually been sacked on that play. Got to cut that one upfield. And that is actually going to stand as a sack. Jacoby Haskins is able to get there to him. I formation here. Big 3rd down and 6 for Kyle Bain. Bain going to scramble again. This time he won't be denied for the 1st down, as he will be out to the 37 to move the chains here. Definitely has that scrambling playmaking ability. You can see just how he goes from 0 to 100 real quick with the acceleration. And Marcus Landault there to wrap him up, bring him down for a tackle. And that was just an immediate split decision. He knew he was going to be able to turn on the Jets enough to get to that outside. It worked out. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. I formation for the Toronto Thunderbirds. They'll hand this one off, and that's going to be Ronnie Nickens breaking the 1st tackle. Then he gets flipped. Big hit right there. Anton Crockett. Cockrell, excuse me. Antoine Cockrell is also a big hitter. Where's number 2? Maybe a weird number to wear on defense. Not weird, definitely looks good. But that time down, he goes for a sack. And that brings up a long 3rd down for the offense. The 4th sack Mexico City has been able to land on Kyle Bain here today. And that brings up now 3rd and 14. We'll have to see what Bain will do here on this 3rd down. I'll have to say, man, on the defensive side of the ball, DeMarcus Landault has been everywhere when it comes to making tackles. There he is, in on the sack. 3rd and 14 at the 41. Looks like they're trying to set up a screen, but it results in a fumble, and it's going to be scooped up and recovered by the defensive end, J.T. Mayer. You got to throw that football away. Can't hang on to it. Big fumble there. That's going to give Mexico City the football at the 30-yard line. Still have a lead, surprisingly enough, as how great this defense has played for Mexico City, but the offense has been struggling here for the Diablos when it comes to throwing and moving the ball down the field. And here they go, play action. Good pickup on the block, and down he will go for a sack. A lot of sacks here in this ball game as Anadolu is able to get there to him. Coach not satisfied at all on that sideline. There's another look at this play. Dropping back, looking for something. Pressure got there quick, and he couldn't do anything. Both defenses playing extremely well. And that's another thing I can't wait for Madden 19 either for is just a limited amount of sacks, because definitely was just way too many sacks in the RFL. But that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And we head into the fourth and final. Score still where it was heading into halftime. 10-6 is the score. So the Thunderbirds still up. Big play to end the third quarter with a sack to push them back 9 yards on the second down. 2nd and 19. They'll let one fly, and there goes Jamoria Goff as he gets this one to the 36. Jamoria Goff has been a key offensive weapon when it comes to receiving for this offense. Best overall rated wide receiver. And that time, not able to pick up the first down still, but a good play nevertheless for the offense, which will make this third down a lot more manageable than if that play had went incomplete or for a shorter gain. It's 3rd and 5 at the 26-yard line. Shotgun. Chumlee will look to throw. Lets one fly. He's got the first down as right in the middle of the field, wide open, was his tight end Hagan. Jack Hagan has been a great tight end here for Mexico City as well. Wayne Norman in on the tackle, and that's going to move the chains here as they'll be in the red zone to start. And so that'll be at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. 12 of 17 is Chumlee. Struggling, though, at the quarterback position. No drop back looking to pass. Quick throw, and that's going to be completed for a gain of about 5 on the play. Gets his other tight end, rookie Nacho Cheese. And they've got a lot of faith in Nacho Cheese being a young developing tight end. Rookie submitted draft player right there. Actually a higher overall player at the tight end position than Jack Hagan, but the Mexico City Diablos have not decided to start him yet. And here they are looking to pass, throws, and a big catch in traffic right there by Mayer. Taylor Mayer with the reception there, taking 2 big hits by Xavier Mays and company, but he's still able to hang on to it. Alex Morincola was there in coverage. And that was just a big catch right there by the veteran. So that brings up now 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. We'll drop back looking to pass. Let's this one fly into the flats, and he will be denied of a touchdown. Great tackle there by Morincola. And he got about as close as you can get to scoring in the end zone, but look at that. The tight end being brought down by the corner right at the 1-yard line. And look at that. Just from that angle, that pylon camera, he was extremely close. I thought for sure he's going to be able to get in there for a touchdown. Nice tackle there by Alex Morincola. Exactly. His feet were in. But the ball didn't get in, and they try to give it to their power runner, Miles Kerrigan. Breaks the first tackle with a mean stiff arm, but then he gets blown up by the rest of the defense. And look at this. And takeaways, Thunderbirds 4th in the league. Already got themselves 2 here tonight. 3rd down and goal, and man, that tackle will be big if they don't get it. And look at that. Blowing them up. Wayne Norman is an expert at helping out in the run support. Just very instinctive linebacker. And he just took the legs right from out underneath of Miles Kerrigan. You never want to go up top with a power runner such as Kerrigan. And even Wayne Norman knows that. He sweeps his legs there. And the Diablos, I say, why not? I'm going to go for it here. They'll look to throw, and here goes Chumlee scrambling, fumbles for the second time tonight. That's the third turnover that the Thunderbirds have been able to force, and Chumlee is putting his hands on his head like, man, how did I do that? And he was going to be denied. Well, he probably would have been, if he hung on to that football, he probably would have been able to stretch that ball enough across there. And you can see, yeah, with that animation that was taking place, he would have probably crossed the goal line for a touchdown. But he could not hang on to the football. And Chumlee fumbles for the second time here tonight. So all three turnovers has been all due to him. And here they are with a 1st and 10 right at the 1-yard line. They try to run the football here, and power running from number 26 there. There's Malcolm McDaniels. As a look at the defense, 8th against the rush. And that's overall with the franchise, but I'm pretty sure they're higher than that in the RFL. 2nd and 6 and a good hard count. Able to catch the defense off sides for an encroachment. And so that'll give them 5 yards, putting them just a yard away and getting a first down. Shaker Pinckney called for the penalty there. And here he goes, 2nd and 1. Kyle Bain in the shotgun. He'll hand this one off to McDaniels, who will pick up the first down as he gets this one to the 15. It's been a rough day for him running the football. 14 of 36. 14 carries for 36 yards. And of course, that's nothing new when you talk about this Mexico City defense. We've talked about great against the run. It's a pretty solid defense to move the ball on in general. There's enough yards for the first down. 1st and 10 at the 15, shotgun. Once again for Kyle Bain. 4 receiver set, a little bit of a low snap, but here goes McDaniels with his best run of the day, able to get this one to the 24-yard line. A yard short of the first down after a 9-yard gain. 15 carries, 45 yards now. They'll bring in Ronnie Nickens in the backfield. Play action. And here goes Bain. Dropped pass. That could have been an easy first down. That was the rookie T.J. Reynolds with a rare drop. He had the separation, had the ball right in his hands. He just could not hang on to it. That was a great delivered pass, too, also by Bain. And that results in a 3rd down. It was good, Coach Brown. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. They'll bring back in McDaniels. On 3rd and 1, they're going to run it. And McDaniels got the first down. 3 yards on the carry to move the chains. It's been a very defensive game for sure between these two squads. It's been 10-6 since the end of the first half. Score still the same. Closing in on 8 minutes and counting here in this ball game, and Ronnie Nickens only able to get a yard on the play. Second down and 9, shotgun for Bain. He's got 3 receivers out wide to the left, and he just throws a wobbly one out deep there. DeAndre Cahan had the defender beat, but the pass just simply wasn't there as far as touch, and that was, I would have to say, an ugly pass coming out of the hands of Kyle Bain. And he overshot it as well. Just throws a duck up there, but third down and 9 here for the offense. Thunderbirds still on top, though. And it just goes to show you how great their defense has been playing as well. I formation. And drop back looking to pass, though. Bain with the connection to T.J. Reynolds Jr., who gets taken down at the 31. And that's just a 2-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. We'll have to punt this one away, and Mexico City just a touchdown away from taking the lead. It's been that way since the end of the first half. Will the offense finally put something together to change the score here? Thunderbirds ran the football a lot. 34 rushes compared to 6 passing attempts for Kyle Bain. And so they're not really giving him that many opportunities to see what he can do with his arm, but with the opportunities that he's had, he's missed a fair amount of them. And we'll get a look at this Mexico City offense again. As trotting back out, Chum Lee's having himself a rough night. 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 1 interception. It's 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. They'll come out Chum Lee in a 5-wide empty set, looking to throw on his first play. And here goes Lee. It's taken off. And he's still not hitting the deck. He's got to slide before taking contact. He's already fumbled twice. Goes down at the 27-yard line, inches short, and it's 2nd down. Oh yeah, the playoff race has definitely been heating up in the RFL. I mean, there's still only guaranteed 1 spot in the AFC for who's going to win the division. I mean, no, who's guaranteed in the playoffs. I mean, there's so many ways that it can go off, which is why I really strongly believe that there is going to be a bad injury there. Miles Kerrigan going to get pulled out probably for the rest of the game. Looks like he's in agony on the ground there, as we'll take an injury timeout. But as I was saying, with the playoff race, I mean, I will have to probably take a week extra after the regular season to create the teams with those who are helping me out. So just because I don't know what teams are going to be in there, I don't want to create a team that's not going to be in the playoffs, you know, because it'll just be a waste of time. It'll help me out, of course, ahead of time, but also it'll just be too much work I don't really have the time for. Here goes a scramble. Big hit. Jordan Kramer almost drilling the life out of Chum Lee. And there's going to be a flag anyway on the offense. Cody Gear, the right tackle. And that goes back to the 19-yard line. It was good, Shelby. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Play action, Chum Lee looking to pass off the mark. Wide open was Taylor Mayer, and you can't miss those type of passes. Passing the football, Toronto only 36 yards, averaging 2.2 yards a throw. That's some pretty bad numbers, but of course, Cal Bain messing up on some opportunities, but still have the lead, and they're still maintaining dominance in this game. Not necessarily dominance, but just controlling the football game. Here goes a pass over the middle as he's able to connect with Mayer this time. And that results in still a long 3rd down for the Mexico City Diablos as they'll face a 3rd and 12. Unfortunately, Shelby, the reason why I haven't been able to show the Steamers game is because I have to show the best games that I can stream, and there's been games better, and to be honest, from the big games of last season, for the last week of the season, I'm not going to be able to show the Steamers game. So, I mean, even though they do play the Gunners, which is a good team, still really not a game more important than the other live stream games that are out there. So, fortunately, I won't be able to do that. Just simply because of how bad the season's been going. If I had been able to have the time as I've had to stream every game as I used to in the past, I would have definitely been able to do that for you. But right now, at this point, I mean, definitely got to go stream some other games. If I stream the Steamers, that means another big game, which is more important, will have to, you know, get held off to simulation, which shouldn't be the case. And so, after the sack, they are going to punt this one away. Thunderbirds defense been playing lights out. So has the Mexico City Diablos. And here goes this one, fielded out of bounds by Fedemukin at the 27-yard line. First down and 10, they'll run the football, and that's going to be Malcolm McDaniels knocked down at the 29-yard line after just a 1-yard gain. The defense still standing strong against the run game. Closing in and close to 3 minutes left in this ball game. The Toronto Thunderbirds going to come out I formation. They're just looking to run the clock out pretty much at this point. The play action, Kyle Bain looking to throw. And he won't. He'll scramble as he's got the first down, showing a great burst to move the chains. 10 rushes out of the pocket for 75 yards. So he's done great running the football. Throwing the football, though, not so much. Probably not what Coach Cosero was looking for. Of course, he looked for him to run the football a little bit out of the pocket, but I mean, the accuracy definitely needs to develop a little bit more for Bain in order to classify him as somebody who could be a potential starter in the RFL. Pistol formation. Here goes Kyle Bain going into the flats, and that's Rashawn Parker with the reception. Only a yard on the play. Good coverage there by Tuitt. With that play, we've reached the 2-minute warning. Just like that, the Toronto Thunderbirds just looking to run the clock out and keep the score where it is. I mean, they played great on defense. Their offense has, moved down the field, helped them out a little bit with the field possession. But still a big win here for the Toronto Thunderbirds nevertheless, seeing as though they just want to rack up as many wins as they can. Trying to get themselves a bye week in the first round of the playoffs, and they'll run the football there. Timeout called by Mexico City. 3rd down and 6 here. There's still a chance for the Diablos to come back into this one. And if they're going to do so, they need the stop here. 3rd down and 6 in the backfield. Malcolm McDaniels as they'll come out in the I formation. And McDaniels fighting, but he won't have the first down at midfield. Timeout called once again by Mexico City. And the Diablos forcing a punt. It's been a rough day all day for pretty much both of these offenses. More in particular, the Diablos can't run the ball, can't pass the ball. They've just struggled mightily here in this one against the Thunderbirds. And they will probably have this last drive. Pretty sure this will be the last drive that they'll have to try to put together a scoring drive to win the game. And they just want to go out on top. Good punt there by Watson as it makes its way in the end zone for a touchback. And the offense going to get started at the 20. Chumlee. Multiple turnovers by him today. Total of 3. 2 through fumbles, 1 through an interception. And now the game relies on him to try to bring them back into this ballgame. Chumlee looking to pass here. That's one fly and a wide open receiver as he's on the money. Finds his tight end, Jack Hagan. That's a big gain now. Put them out to the 40-yard line. Field goal's not going to do it for them. They need a touchdown. You said, will Cheeseburger McGee be Chris? And yeah, it kind of does irk, but I mean, I don't know what to say to that, to be honest. The 1st and 10, here goes a throw. Big catch right there. Finally, Chumlee starting to get in his groove. I mean, he's only missed 6 passes, though, out of 24 here in this one, so his total percentage-wise has looked good. And right there, he's going to be taken down for a sack. Loss of 3 yards. 3rd sack for Ray Woody. And they're just running their 2-minute offense. looking to try to make a big play. Chumlee throwing while on the move. Taylor Mayer with a big play. And an obvious face mask penalty that's going to kill the defense. That's Barnes.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Bradley Barnes, the free safety, with a penalty that just should not have taken place. And so the Mexico City Diablos looking to try to come back into this one. They got 1 minute and 9 seconds all the way at the 14-yard line. A touchdown can win them this game. They've trailed all day. They'll motion Nacho Cheese, the rookie, over to the left side. And here goes a mean stiff arm. Myles Kerrigan to the end zone. Touchdown, Mexico City. What a run by Myles Kerrigan that could have just put this game away for the Thunderbirds. Some powerful running there. Mean stiff arm on the big defensive tackle, Ben Meacham, in the fight to take this one all the way in there for a touchdown. You can see Meacham was just getting off a block, so he did not have himself set enough to stop him from getting in there or to make the tackle. And that was a great run once again by Myles Kerrigan. Kick is up. It's good. And the Diablos will now have a 3-point lead with 1 minute and 3 seconds left on the clock. But, of course, this game is still nowhere near over. One more possession and all 3 timeouts remaining for the Toronto Thunderbirds. And this defense talking amongst each other. Let's get this stop and call it a day. That's all they need. And they have been very effective here in this ballgame. That was a great drive led there by Chumlee on a couple of big passes through the air. And a big run by Kerrigan to put them on top for the first time today. And here goes a great return by Tyrone Connor. So here goes Mexico City. Toronto, as the Thunderbirds are trotted onto the field, which will be their final time offensively with less than a minute, just barely. 59 seconds left, down by 3, ball at the 32-yard line. As the ball in the hands of rookie quarterback Kyle Bain. And Bain with a screen, big play. There's a flag, however, on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
Pass interference by the offense. I've never seen these play calls in Madden, to be honest. Don't know how that happened. And that ended up being an offensive pass interference. You rarely ever see that. 1st and 20. Looks like they're trying to set up the running back screen. Malcolm McDaniels unable to make the first defender miss. Toronto is trying to hurry up their offense. They do have all 3 of their timeouts. Don't know why they're not electing to use them. Kyle Bain going to take off. And a nasty stiff arm to extend them for the first down as he gets to the 45, as they'll burn their final timeout, their first timeout. Great scramble right there. Ran with authority. It's 1st and 10, play action. Setting up once again, wide receiver screen, and Connor does not get out of bounds. You got to get out of bounds in this situation. And so they'll have to burn yet again a second timeout. It looks like they may be in field goal range. From Toronto, I'm just looking for one more big play, and this looks like it might be it. As they will have a nice gain of 8 at the 30, and they're looking to spike the football and set their field goal kicker up with a chance to send this game into overtime. Looks like we got our second back-to-back OT game here. And we will have to see if he can nail this kick from 47 yards out. Should be makeable. And we've seen already a kick missed today from the 31-yard line, and Mexico City making use of their final timeout to try to ice the kicker, as he's got an opportunity to nail this one to tie it up into overtime at 13 apiece with 6 seconds left. So here it goes, a chance at overtime, which the Thunderbirds have been undefeated in. Wheeler looking to try to kick this one from 47 yards. Kick is up, And he's got more than enough leg for it. The kick is good. 2 seconds left on the clock. 13-13 is the score. We're looking at overtime unless we get ourselves a crazy kick return for a touchdown here by the Diablos. Return this one from the 4. Avoids the first tackle, and it'll be brought down at the 26, and that is going to be the end of regulation. We head into overtime once again for the second time today, as we have ourselves a tied-up ball game at 13 between the Thunderbirds and the Diablos. It was good, Ryan. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And so we already know the rules here for OT. Whoever wins the coin toss, if they get the football and score, it's game over. It was a crazy ending to the Riverhogs and Conquistadors and Celtic Tigers game before this one at 4 p.m. earlier today, where they came out on top with their first offensive possession. Can the Diablos do the same after winning the coin toss? As here goes the kickoff. They've struggled mightily on offense, but when they needed to get the points, they were able to get so to take the lead with a touchdown. Miles Kerrigan. The Thunderbirds were able to move down the field swiftly and get themselves in field goal range to tie this game up to where it is now. And here goes Chumley trotting out onto the field. Like I said, he's got his moments on where he looks like this is a starting type of quarterback. But then he's just got a little bit more moments, a lot more moments to be honest, on where he's just like, why is this guy starting and why is he making these decisions? But still only a year, or only his second year here in the league. Definitely going to be looking towards season 3 to see if maybe they keep him around, or if he doesn't do fairly well next season, if they're going to have him kick the bucket. But there goes a pass, incomplete. Great job there by the defense as they forced the incompletion. Tried to squeeze that one into Alan Ruff. But the rookie Jiren Gray comes up with a big hit there. Leads the polls and the NFC for Defensive Rookie of the Year. 2nd and 10 here for Mexico City. They'll try to go with play action. They'll let one fly and incomplete. There's a flag, though, on the field. Holding by the offense. It's going to be Cody Gear. It's the second time he's been called for that, and they were going to accept it. It's going to be a long second down now here for the Diablos. Thunderbirds got themselves a pretty good secondary, I can tell you that. Here goes a handoff as Kerrigan lowers the shoulder on Jiren Gray, putting him down, but immediately after that, taken down for a gain of 4 yards. So it's 3rd down and 16. Good job there by Toronto accepting that, making this a challenging 3rd down that they've got to try to convert on. Offset I formation here for the Diablos. Chumley looking to try to pass. Throws this one, and he is lit up immediately after making the catch there by Alex Martincola, the defensive back. So a 3 and out by this Thunderbirds defense. They come out, get the job done, and now it's up to Kyle Bain. They weren't able to score a touchdown, so the next team to put up any amount of points is the team that's going to come out on top of the victory in this one. Fair catch going to be called, and that's going to make it a 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Good field position here for the Toronto Thunderbirds. Here goes Kyle Bain. Let's see what he has today. 12 of 20, only 101 yards and a touchdown pass. Struggled a little bit with accuracy here today. And now he'll have to lead this offense down the field, at least get them in field goal range as he did to send this game into overtime. Thunderbirds have been undefeated in these situations this season. Great catch there on the slant by rookie T.J. Reynolds. And that'll be a gain of 8. T.J. Reynolds Jr. leads this team in receiving yards. And he just possesses the ability to make big plays week in and week out for Toronto. There he is, a nice catch there to move them close to the 1st down marker. Thunderbirds trying to put this one away. Here goes Kyle Bain. scrambling. Outruns the defense enough to get the first down. DeMarcus Lando, that's a fast linebacker for sure, I can tell you that. And he was just able to outrun him enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Shotgun here for Kyle Bain. 4 receivers out wide, including the tight end in the slot at the bottom of the screen. And here goes Malcolm McDaniels on a tough run as he gets this one across midfield for a gain of 5 to the 48. Looking like a good drive here for the Thunderbirds. All they need is a field goal, and they will come up on top and remain undefeated in overtime this season. There's a throw. Intercepted! Going the other way, and this should be the end of the game if you can outrun Bain. Either way, they are going to be in field goal range. Terrible mistake there. Picked off by Jacoby Haskins, and it's holding by the offense. So either way, bad play for the offense. BJ Tripp, the center, was called for holding. That was just a terrible throw there by the rookie, Kyle Bain. They'll use a timeout to try to ice the kicker. And at this point in the game, I mean, that close, don't see how he can miss it. Unless this one gets blocked, which would be crazy. But anything can happen in the RFL. Let's see if they can get the block. If not, the Mexico City Diablos are able to pull off an upset and a big comeback win. That was defensive all the way. The kick is through, and they come up with the victory here in overtime. First time that the Thunderbirds have lost in this situation. That was a great rivalry game that came all the way down to the wire. Kyle Bain getting his opportunity for the first time to start this season. And in my opinion, just really wasn't that impressive when it came to accuracy and just controlling the offense and moving down the field. And we could clearly see that. Definitely a lot of room for improvement, and he's got his time. He definitely can take his time to develop behind LC3, who's, of course, the official starter here for the Thunderbirds. But unable to get the job done there. Second consecutive loss now for the Thunderbirds, and that's going to drop them now to a 12-3 record as they get ready for their final game next week. And as for the Mexico City Diablos, big win here. They finally are able to know that they aren't going to have a losing season. They're going to improve to 8-7 on the season and look to get themselves a winning season with a victory next week. But appreciate you guys checking out Week 16 action. It's only one more week left of the RFL in Season 3. And before you know it, Madden 19, RFL playoffs, it's on the way. So make sure you get yourself hyped up and ready for the last week of the RFL. And get ready for some big games, I can assure, and I can tell you, it's going to be some crazy fun. Appreciate you guys coming through. If you haven't hit that like button already, make sure you hit that. Let me know. Also, contact me in the Discord if guys can leave a Discord. And we can talk about some things, whatever you feel like. Talk amongst the community. Great place to be a part of the RFL. That's going to do it, though, here. The Mexico City Diablos able to pull out on top of the Toronto Thunderbirds in a close one that went to overtime, 16-13. And that's going to be it. Week 17 starting tomorrow and Monday. Peace.